What's up, everyone? I'm only going to talk about how to fix your bad posture. Now, this is going to be part of a three-part series video because I really believe that you first have to understand what causes your bad posture before we actually start to learn how to fix our bad posture. Now, this is going to be the first part, which is going to be what is an upper cross and lower cross syndrome. The second part is going to be fixing your upper cross syndrome. And then the third part is going to be how to fix your lower cross syndrome. So let's jump right into this. I'm Dr. Robert Rosas from Ahava Chiropractic, and I make these videos because a lot of my patients ask me a lot of different questions about what types of exercises, stretches, or different health advice that they need to do to take their health to another level. And I want to go and make this video because I know a lot of you out there have the same types of questions and would benefit from these answers as well. So let's jump right into this. So let's talk about what the upper cross and lower cross syndrome is, but then also we're going to talk about what causes it as well. So the upper cross syndrome is where basically we start getting some really tight muscles. I'm going to get some red for the muscles, and that's going to be for there. Okay, let's close this here and there. Okay, so the upper cross syndrome is where our chin juts forward and the muscles in the back get very, very tense here. So let's talk about the extensor muscles. So this is going to be your suboccipital muscles in the back. And you're also going to start getting some trapezius, upper trapezius muscles that get very, very tense. So these are the muscles that go from the occiput and they go into your shoulders and they go right over here. So this is the first part of the upper cross syndrome, which basically causes your chin to jut forward or to lift up. And it's because these muscles in the back get very, very tense, and the shoulder muscles are going to get very, very tense as well, which is either one, going to cause your shoulders to go up, or two, it's going to cause your head to jut forward like this as well. Now, that is the first part of the upper cross syndrome, which the first part is where the muscles get very tense and very tight. The second part is where these muscles get very, very weak. So these are the muscles that are called the neck flexor muscles here. So these muscles get very, very tense as well. Now, I did forget to mention one other part of the upper cross syndrome, and that is going to be the SCM muscle, which is also called the sternocleidomastoid muscle, which you don't have to understand any of that terminology. Just know it's called the SCM muscle, which goes from your occiput down into your clavicle. And so it goes from the base of your skull, and then it also extends down into the clavicle. So from this guy here, you're going to see it goes from here and it enters into the clavicle, this side here, and it enters into the clavicle. Now you can start to see that when these muscles in the back get very, very tense, the motion that's going to create is it's going to cause your chin to jut forward, and then it's going to cause your chin also to jut upwards as well. And this is where you're going to start to see it's going to rock forward and it's going to push your head forward like this as well. Now, if you think about it, what causes upper cross syndrome? It's going to be a lot of times just our daily sitting posture. Now, if you think about it, when you started when you're very, very young, which is where posture usually develops, think about your childhood experiences. What do we typically do for our free time? We're the one going to watch TV, or two, we're going to be playing video games, or three, we're going to be in school. So think about what we do when we're in school. We're going to be doing homework. If you're like me, I used to slouch into my chair and I would sit like this. And so what would happen is my chin is jutting forward, my lower back muscles are getting weaker, but these muscles are getting tight in the back, but then they get weaker here, so I'm like this. Or if I'm playing video games, I'm like the same way, right? And so all this stuff is going to create repetitive types of posture, repetitive types of stresses, and it's going to lead us into what's called an upper cross or lower cross syndrome. Now, the other part of the upper cross syndrome in regards to tight muscles is our pec muscles are going to get very, very tight here. Now, when you have tight pec muscles, the opposite's going to be true, is we're going to get weak lower trap or back muscles here. So this is where, if you think about it, what does this cause? So the first part causes our chin to jut forward and our head to go forward, but it also is going to cause our shoulders to roll in here. This is what the other part of the upper cross syndrome actually does, is it's going to cause your chest muscles to get tight, and it's going to cause your shoulders to roll in and the back muscles to get weak. And so this is where our bad posture tends to creep forward like this. And so if you think about it, when you think about the upper cross, think about it this way. So you have the back extensor muscles here, and you have the chest muscles in the front. This is the first part of the cross. Now, the other part is you have weak chin flexors and you have weak lower traps, and this leads you to the second part of the upper cross. And so this is why we call it upper cross syndrome, is because the muscles that are tight are the ones that cross forward, the neck extensors as well as your chest, and then you also have weak muscles, which is your neck flexors and weak back muscles. So that is what we call an upper cross syndrome. Now let's jump into the lower cross syndrome. Now, the same thing here is we get tight muscles and we get weaker muscles. Now, tight lower cross muscles are going to be the back extenders here. So this is going to be the erector spinae muscles or a lot of other muscles in this area. And these muscles tend to get very, very tight. Now think of it, if it's a lower cross syndrome, what tends to happen? So these muscles in the back tend to get very tight, but then you start getting tight hip flexors here. And this is the muscles like the psoas muscles or just like the hip flexors. And this, if you think about it, if we're sitting all day, what is the position of our legs? They're in a flex position. And so they actually start to get tighter because they're not getting stretched out as much. And so the hip flexor muscles are going to cause your legs to go up, or at least it's not going to cause it, but it's going to be B because you're going to actually have your legs coming up like this, so those muscles get tight. But then because we're sitting all day, we're stressing out the back muscles as well. Now, if we're not using the other muscles like the core, that's going to also further enhance the lower cross syndrome. So the core muscles in the front, the abdominal muscles, get weak. And then you have weak glute muscles here. So the muscles in the glutes get weak, and the core muscles are going to get weak here, okay? And so this is, again, if you look at the picture, we're going to have weak muscles, which is going to lead to the cross here, and then we're going to have tight muscles, and that's going to lead to the cross here. And so this is why we call it upper cross and lower cross syndrome. Now, I will tell you, if you were to just take one of these and start to activate some of the weak muscles or stretch some of the tight muscles, you're going to see a dramatic improvement in your posture. So right now, if you're just sitting here, just for example, if you were to just squeeze your glutes, that's going to cause you to sit upright just from doing that. If you let go of your glutes, what's going to happen? You're going to see that you kind of hunch forward like this. And so if we can start to activate the weak muscles, that in itself is going to start to get us in better posture. Think about it. If our shoulders are rolled in and we have weak back muscles, if we just to activate and contract those muscles, you're going to start to see an improvement in your posture as well. So this is what this video is about. It's helping you to understand what an upper cross syndrome and a lower cross syndrome. And what we're going to do is take those parts separately, and we're going to figure out how do we fix an upper cross syndrome, and then we're going to make a third part, which is going to be how do we fix a lower cross syndrome. So I hope this video is helpful to understand what actually is causing our bad posture, and then we have to figure out, okay, what do we actually have to do to fix it as well. So I hope this video is helpful. If you like this video, please like it. If you are trying to figure out more about your health and try to see some ways to improve your health and your body, please subscribe to our channel to see videos just like this. Thank you so much for watching. God bless. We'll see you on the next video.